All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Friday 15. What is the Friday 15, you ask? Well, every Friday at 12 p.m. Central Time, we go ahead and we take 15 minutes to answer your questions about the travel industry that you've submitted to us. If you have questions that you would like to submit, or if you want to watch past episodes, go to hostagencyreviews.com/Friday15. We also bring on many special guests, so it's a really fun way to end the week. So many of you know and love our next co-host from Wanderlust campus. I am so excited to welcome Kelli Hayes-Smith to join us this week to answer some of the amazing questions from you. Hi, Kelli.
Hey, thanks for having me. This is fun.
Oh, thank you for joining us. This is great. I am really excited. I'm really excited about the questions specifically for you. Because they're just so great from your perspective, from Wanderlust campus perspective. So sure. I'm really looking forward to it. So you ready to dive into the first one?
Let's go.
All right. So question number 1. This is from Julie asking, how do you get visibility and get your first clients to trust you as a junior travel advisor?
So I think to start this off, that's a really great question because I think everybody has a little bit of imposter syndrome, and I don't really care how long you've been doing this. Everybody has a little imposter syndrome, and something I have found in the travel industry is travel agents tend to follow travel agents all the time, and it makes that comparison a little bit worse because they are seeing all the things that these other people are doing, and it makes them dwarf themselves a little bit, like that idea of as a junior travel agent. If you have learned your job, you're not a junior travel agent. You're just a travel agent. Like, not just either. I'm not like limiting you with just, but you are a travel agent. So first off, don't call yourself a junior travel agent. Second, I don't care if you have ever had clients before or not. You've been a travel agent because you've planned your own trips. You've planned probably trips for family, for friends. You have taken people out on the road. So I want you to think about those as your clients in your own trips as if you were planning it for a client. And that makes you start to feel like you have more footing underneath you. So if we're talking about how do we get people to trust you when it comes to planning trips now for future clients, if you're talking about things in the sense of testimonials or client anecdotes, I really suggest going to people, even if it's your spouse or your partner that you have traveled with before, and say, hey, remember that trip I planned for us to Niagara Falls last summer? I want you to write a testimonial as if you were a client. Start going to people who you have traveled with before and you've helped plan that trip. Again, not as a travel agent, as a traveler yourself, and have them just write up a testimonial like they were your client, because essentially they were. So now I have some social proof, as we like to call it in the industry, to stand on. The next thing is, in your marketing, highlight what you're learning. So I think my opinion, and Shayna, I'm going to come from a marketing perspective when I talk about these things. I can't.
Please do.
But the thing that we really miss out on in our marketing as travel agents is we're focused on the destination and where we're sending people, and we're not focused on the service we're providing. And agents don't always understand how to use what we're learning in our training in our marketing, because it feels like I'm just learning this to grow my business, when you're actually investing time and resources into being able to plan a better trip for a client. So the next thing that I would really recommend is, next time you get on a supplier training, on a destination training, if you are part of Wanderlust campus or you're learning at HAR, get on there and get content of that. Create B-roll, which is simply just setting up your phone on your desk and video yourself doing this. And then post content about what you learned today, whether it's in your stories or taking 5 minutes to go live on Facebook or Instagram and say, I just finished up this training with Virgin Voyages. Let me tell you about 3 things I learned, and talk about why that training would benefit a client that you're working for. So I think those are some really great ways to just start putting your feet on the floor when it comes to talking about your expertise as a client or as a travel agent.
Yeah, absolutely. I think some things that I'll add from my non-marketing perspective.
Please do.
I have
a hard time pulling myself out of that.
No, but that's exactly what I want, right? Because that is where you shine and where Wanderlust Campus shines, and that is fantastic. So a few other things I would say, Julie, is one is to look to family and friends to get yourself started, right? Family and friends want to help and want to support you, right? They're part of your network that already trusts you, right? So if they do travel, it's a great way to get your feet wet, to learn, and to support your family in their travels, and they support you in your business. It kind of goes both ways. So I always say that most advisors have a niche. So Julie, if you haven't found your niche, I'd highly recommend you kind of you kind of choose one or two that really resonate with you and what you enjoy. Like my niche would be adventure travel. That's what I enjoy. That's what I've experienced quite extensively, right? So I sell it without selling it. Because I understand it and know it so well. And so that's already a sales tool in and of itself. But also things to look at, Julie, I'm not sure if you're a part of a host agency or not, right? That's also something else to consider if you're determining whether you want to be independent or you want to be part of a host, right? With a host agency, one, you have the community of your other travel advisors there to learn from, to get feedback from. It's amazing how many of them have had this startup or the same questions at the beginning, but also majority of host agencies take in new advisors and so have training set up specifically for you. And they have the relationships with the suppliers, but also something to consider with the hosts is a lot of them, take a look. A lot of them do have lead programs where they do generate leads for you. And then to me from there, you take everything and doing everything that Kelly said, but also the way that you speak to your client, that these leads that you've been given and the way that you market to them to close it is what's going to, kind of bringing everything together. So those are a few other things I would say to consider. We are also going to link, there was a great blog that Travel Edge, one of the hosts we work with, wrote for us called The Ultimate Guide to Marketing Your New Travel Business. It's very high level, but very simplistic in terms of how you can kind of get started. So we'll link that in the comments for everyone as well.
Awesome.
Yeah. All right. Second question. You ready?
I'm ready.
Amazing. So Tracy came to us. Oh, another marketing question. I love it. Okay. So how do you face your fear about marketing your travel business on social media, specifically if you're an introvert?
So fun fact, I would consider myself to be an extroverted introvert. I
consider you to be an extroverted extrovert. This is interesting news to me.
Yeah, I love people and I love communication, but I'm exhausted. So when we finished our conference a couple of weeks ago, I was on so much and I love on people and I love it. I love what I do. But when I get done at the end of the day, I am exhausted. I am so drained. And a lot of that comes from people pleasing. I do care what people think about me. Like it matters to me a lot. And I think when people are very introverted, also maybe afraid of being judged a little bit online, they really start to question putting themselves and their face out there. And so I think this is such a good question and we talk about it a lot. And I have a lot of tips on this, but I would say first off, don't say I can't or I won't, but also give yourself the grace to ease in. So we work in a business where we can use images and graphics of places and destinations and things to start with. So I would say challenge yourself to start. Let's say that you're going to post every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's 12 posts a month. Say twice a month, it will be my face. I don't care if it's a reel. I don't care if it's a live video. I don't care if it's vacation photos of you. Twice a month, I'm going to show my face and get yourself to do that. Then decide you're going to take on stories. Now, people hate this. And I actually had a conversation with a photographer and she was like, I can't believe you tell people to do this. And I'm like, it works.
I'm so intrigued. I'm so intrigued.
Use a filter. I have one particular filter on my Instagram stories that I use. It's called natural. I tell people this all the time. I don't care. It's not I look like that without the filter. mostly. It just softens the edges. It's not a Kardashian mask. It's not like I now look like I had lip injections and all of these things done. But the photographer was like, the natural light and all this stuff. I'm like, yes, but the filter gives confidence. So that is one thing that I did. I find one filter that still looks like me. People will still recognize me when they see me on the street or at a conference or something like that. But I have the confidence to show up. And it's because of that. So when I come on without makeup in the morning and my hair's not done, I at least feel like I've softened the edges a little bit and I'm not afraid to come on. So pick one. And then this is the last one, especially in video. We teach a lot of video, and this is probably my top recommendation, because remember, when you're introverted, but this is like talking to yourself. You are going to pretend like, I'm old enough to remember the app Marco Polo. Do you remember the app Marco Polo? Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay, so it's like a walkie-talkie app, but it's video messaging. And
yeah.
So
brain just turned on.
Your stories are like you're talking to Marco Polo to your friends, because the only people who are watching your stories are people who are wanting to be there. So that becomes easier, but it's video that people struggle with the most, and they feel like they're going to stumble over their words. So what I tell people to do is start recording yourself every single morning with whatever it is that you drink in the first of the morning. If you are a coffee drinker, you're going to set your camera up and you are going to video, not on Instagram or not on Facebook. You are going to just use your video and you are going to record yourself making your cup of coffee. If it's Diet Coke, I don't care what it is. First, I love this glass. It's my favorite first thing in the morning. I'm so pissed when it's dirty in the morning, whatever. I'm going to get this glass. Now I'm going to fill it with ice. I only like it about 2/3 of the way because I don't want it watered down too much. Talk yourself through and do that every single morning. Never watch the video. Delete it as soon as you hit the button. Because if you watch the video back, you're going to critique yourself. You're going to tell yourself how you looked. You're going to tell yourself everything. Just talk it through every morning. And then you have to put a time limit on yourself and say, I'm doing this for 2 weeks. And after that 2 weeks, I'm going live. Another thing I never do is watch myself back, ever. I don't listen to my podcast back. I don't listen to YouTube videos back. I don't watch my stories back. I don't watch reels back. I don't watch myself again because I critique myself. So once it's done and it's out into the world.
Yeah, I don't watch my videos back either. And thanks to Host Agency Reviews, I've been on a lot of them. So I just kind of roll with it. So I completely agree. To everyone's surprise, I am an extroverted introvert as well. I love people. I love spending time. I love I love hosting things and speaking gigs and all of that. But when I get home, I love, as my friends call it, I love me time, right? Just to do just to be on my own. And, as Sex and the City would say, do the things you don't want other people to see you do, right? I want to sit on my couch and eat snacks of whatever kind and watch reruns of Friends. That's my happy place. But speaking of, you kind of hit on every point. I absolutely love the advice that you gave to Tracy, and we'll connect a couple articles now in the comments for you. One is just, we have travel agency software that can help support or companies that help support your social media. We're going to link our directories that are specific to social media in the comments, along with a really great article that one of our other wonderful hosts, Nexion, wrote about social media 101, right? So just some simple things again to help you. But Kelly, I love everything you said. And we'll make that into an article for sure. Okay. Final question of the Friday 15 / what's definitely turning into a Friday 20
Sorry, I'm worried.
Don't you ever be sorry. These are great. I never want to cut off great answers. So trust me, most of these go to 20 minutes. This is from Anonymous. So a new advisor here again. I'm just starting out and I'm wondering if it's possible to be successful in getting leads through online marketing only while not tapping in to friends and family or the local community.
Oh, I'm going to go onto a big soapbox here. Okay. I have 3 minutes. I'm giving myself 3 minutes and that's all I'm going to
do. Do it.
Okay. Online marketing is hard, guys. Like, this is a question. What essentially, I'm going to boil this question down. What they're saying is, can I build a business on social media alone? And because essentially that's where all of your stuff is coming from, and not my friends and my family and the community. So the number one search term on Google for travel agent is travel agent near me. Number one, has been for years. So without tapping into your community, it's going to be hard, because that's what people are looking for, is somebody near them, right? I'm not going to tell you you can't do it. You can do anything that you want to set your mind to. You can 100% build your business a whole online. You can 100% build your business using Facebook groups and social media. It won't be the fastest route if you're starting at zero. If you have a social media following already, let's say that you already have a YouTube channel that was parenting tips, or you've had a blog for years. I know I've been a friend of someone who created it. We worked together a little bit several years ago. She had a very successful parent or mommy blog years and years ago, and a big social media following where she was doing a lot of affiliate marketing and things like that. And then she decided to become a travel agent. She already had people who were willing to buy from her online. If you already have a big engaged following somewhere else, yes, 100% you can do it quickly. Okay. If you are starting at zero, social media success does not happen quickly. You may have a reel go viral, but the averages, and it's been a minute since I looked this up, but on average, people need to follow someone for 6 to 7 months prior to making a large purchase online. And travel is a large purchase. Now, if somebody sees a cute t-shirt they want to order for $20, that doesn't take so long. But giving someone your credit card for $10,000 is not going to happen overnight. You have to build that up, and they have to learn to trust you. You also have to remember that 1% of your following is in buy mode right now. It's like real estate, right? You want people to say, when I sell my house, I'm going to use them as a real estate agent. Same as this. When I'm ready to book that trip to Antarctica, I'm going to use her to plan that vacation. Not everybody is in buy mode when they first see you. So it's about staying top of mind. So it is going to take, just statistically, a large following to build a business quickly online. I tell people all the time that get frustrated because they say they're not getting leads from social media. For a lot of people, not everyone, I'm not telling you it's impossible, but by and large, social media is the gap closer. It may never be their number one source of leads, but it closes the gap. The first thing that people do when they look you up online, or when they hear about you, is look you up online. So your social media closes the gap from however they heard about you, whether it is your best friend's sister's cousin to a hashtag or a Google search. They look you up on social media. The social media closes the gap from however they found you to booking the trip. That is the goal. But I would tell you, depending on, and I feel like I can't give really great advice because I need to ask like questions. Why are we trying to stay away from that community? Why don't we want to work with friends and family? Like, because I think there's got to be more to it than that. But I would say, don't rule that out. Like, I was an agent before I did this. Like, I was a travel agent way back when, the mid 20s. Is that what we're calling them now? Anyway, isn't that what they're saying? Like, I don't know. That's like such a weird term to me. Sorry.
Yep. I understand. The first time I heard it, I was like, I'm sorry. What is that?
What does that even mean? But that's when I started. And I went to businesses in our town. So I did family travel. And I actually did budget-friendly family travel, which nobody ever wants to do anymore. But I was working in a hospital as a scrub nurse, and I was married to a teacher. So like, that's how we were traveling. Anyway, and I went to businesses who were also working with people in my target audience, and we partnered together. And like, they would put my business cards in the bags when they bought something from the pottery place downtown and things like that. And that's what grew my business. So I'm not telling you no. I'm sorry, this was longer than I meant it to be. I am not telling you no. You can absolutely do it, but you have to put it without extenuating circumstances. You've got to put your expectations in reality and understand how much longer it's going to take to do it online without referrals. Also, referrals close 3 times faster than non-referral business. So if you're not utilizing that, you just have to understand that the process is going to be longer.
Yeah. Well, the referrals is what I was going to jump into. But yes, I agree with you. I would need to understand a little bit more why anonymous, why you don't want to tap into friends and family or your local community. I understand sometimes friends and family, you can feel a little bit awkward. And I get that piece of it. The local community, locals want to help locals, right? Local businesses, like my entire area that I live in here in Toronto, this is the area in particular is all local businesses, right? Everybody wants to help everyone. And that's clear when you walk into their businesses, right? So if you're a local travel advisor, right, they want to support you and have you support them. It's a beautiful thing. So barring, like, I mean, of course, I would want a little bit more context to understand, but barring any of that and you just feeling a little bit weird about it, I would say jump in. People want to support you, because if it was the other way around, I would want to support someone else. If one of my friends became a travel advisor, you bet I would start working with them. I would be sharing their information outside of obviously host agency reviews, because you won't mix the two,
For sure.
But things like that. So yeah. If you want to learn more about Kelli, her team, Wanderlust Campus, we're going to link them right now in the comments. So wanderlustceo.com. Please go on, check them out, sign up if you're interested. Ask them all the questions about their programs, what they offer, but we're going to link it for you so that you can go directly to them. We've got lots of Friday 15s coming up. Every week we've got someone new. So next week, to help us celebrate Halloween, we're going to have Teak here. November 7th, Uniglobe Travel Center is joining us. November 14th, we welcome back Dugan's Travels. And November 21st, we have Travel Industry Solutions. Please do not forget to submit your questions to hostagencyreviews.com/Friday15. We want any and all of your questions. We love answering them. We love supporting you all. Thank you, Kelli, so much for your invaluable insights around marketing. I know that this is like the number one thing that we get asked questions about. Between that and commissions, those are typically what we get a lot of questions about. So thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it was an absolute pleasure. We will be bringing you back, so just be ready.
All right.
Have a wonderful weekend, everybody, and we will see you back here next week.
Thanks, guys.